Okay, so the only thing you'll need is this adding and subtracting polynomials sheet for this segment, which is located on Manage Back. The only other background information you really need to know is what combining like terms means, because you'll hear that a little bit today. So it means that they have exactly the same variables raised to exactly the same power. So if we see x squared plus 2x squared, we can say they both have the same variable to the same power. And now we're just going to add, remembering that if there's no coefficient in front of a variable, it's always a 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3, and then we bring our base and exponent with it. Exactly the same. Don't change it. We also can remember that if we have 2x cubed plus 2x cubed, we can add the coefficient and do 4x cubed. But if it's 2x cubed y plus 2x cubed, while they have the same variable raised to the same power, they both don't have a y. So we cannot add them. They are not like terms. Let's get started though on back to this sheet that we were at. That's all you should need today. So let's zoom in a little bit here. We have 18x minus 2x squared plus 15 in parentheses plus 3x squared minus 10 minus 8x. Well, my first order of business is to say that I'm not distributing a negative because we're adding. So what I can essentially do is make the parentheses disappear, and they're not really there for any purpose at this point except for to separate the two trinomials. So we have negative 2x squared, so it has an x squared, and then this 3x squared, they are both like terms. They have x raised to the power of 2, so our answer is going to be negative 2 plus 3, which is x squared. Our next order of business is to look at, I'm going to put it in blue, this 18x minus 8x over here, because of the subtraction sign in front of the 8. So that leaves us with plus 10x. And then I'm going to use pencil to show we add the constants. 15 plus a negative, 10. So that leaves us with 5. This would be our simplified polynomial. Well, I guess trinomial. Okay. But if we move over here, we notice that the only difference is that this is a subtraction problem. That means we have to distribute this negative to every single term inside of the parentheses. So we're going to have, I'm going to do that now, 6x squared plus 7x, which remains unchanged. And then I like the keep, change rule, or I like to say I'm going to distribute the negative. So minus times 10x is going to be negative 10x. Minus 1 times 3x squared is going to be negative 3x squared. And then negative 1 times 2 is going to be minus 2. So don't forget the rule that says if there's no number in front of the parentheses, we can assume that there is a 1 there when we are distributing that negative. And by distribution, I mean you're multiplying that negative 1 times every single term inside of the parentheses. Now all you have to do is combine like terms. So 6x squared minus 3x squared is 3x squared. 7x minus 10x is negative 3x. And then we bring our negative 2 down because it doesn't have to be combined with anything. And that is our simplified answer. So that's the real big difference. There's adding or subtracting polynomials, and when we have subtraction, we have to distribute the negative. So what I would like for you to do is try to complete the worksheet below, and I will have a follow-up video to show what the correct answers are.